Hello, beautiful creatives. It's Michelle with Inner Journey Studios, where I help and guide creative women like you on expressing yourself through your creativity. Today, I am bringing something a little different to you. Recently, I have been sharing my Rocketbook. I write notes on it when I'm doing lives and that, where I have to remember, oh my gosh, I need to put this link in the comments or something like that. I write down in my Rocketbook notebook a quick note that is like, oh, remember to do this. And during one of my lives, people were seeing that going, wait a minute, what is that? What's a Rocketbook? I need to know about that. So I thought it'd be kind of fun today to share a little bit about what Rocketbook is and why I am loving them. Like, I am so in love with the Rocketbook right now. I just think it is the bee's knees and all that good stuff. So full disclosure, I've only had mine about maybe 6 weeks now, 7 weeks. It's been less than 2 months. I haven't had mine a long time. So I'm still learning. I'm still figuring it all out. I'm still figuring out what works well for me and how I want to use mine and what ones I like. But I thought that's okay. I'll show you. And then if you love it, you can look at getting one and trying it yourself. So without further ado, I'm going to flip us over to my Rocketbook view. Oh, look at that. I'm rhyming. Rocketbook view. All right. So what is a Rocketbook? Well, basically it is a special notebook it's a reusable notebook. The sheets are this plasticky, they're recyclable. You write all over them. Once it's dry, they can stay, whatever you write can stay on there, but then you can erase it when it's gone. But the true magic comes from it, not just from it being recyclable, but I'll show you in a minute. They have an app, and when you scan the picture through the app, you can tell it where you want it to go. So I have mine set up to go to a variety of different places depending on what the document is. And I just tell the page where to send it, and it sends it automatically to that file, folder, app, wherever it is I have it. So I just think this is so cool. Let me just show you, and then I'm going to tell you some of the reasons why I love this, and I really feel that this works well for me, and maybe it will for you. My brain tends to be going a mile a minute. I am always coming up with ideas, jotting things down, running into a class. I love taking classes online. I love teaching online, all of the things. But I can never find the notes that I took. I have tried over and over to have just one notebook and take all the notes in there, whatever. But for whatever reason, I haven't been able to make that happen. But I have with my Rocketbook. I don't know why, but my Rocketbook, I can keep track of. I can have just this and I'm okay with that. But paper notebooks, doesn't work for me. So here's how this works. I'm going to set this one aside and I'll come back. It's a Rocketbook, but it's a planner, so I'm going to come to that last. It's a little different. So for the actual notebooks, I went ahead. They come in a variety of colors. I went ahead and this is the executive size. I think it's like 6 by 8 or 5.5 times 8.5 or something. I don't know. It's something in that size. It's like half the size of an 8.5 by 11, roughly. So I got this one because I do like to have something smaller that I can throw in my purse. But I also love a traditional size notebook for taking notes, especially if I'm in a class or at a seminar or something like that. I love having all the space to work in, and it just makes me happy. So here's how this works. Now the one I have is the Fusion. There's a couple different types. So I have the Fusion. Both of these are Fusions. The different ones have different types of page templates in. That's the biggest difference. So you just have to see what you like. So the Rocketbook Fusion, you can see these symbols right here. There's several different symbols. This is how you actually program Rocketbook app to know where to send your things, because these symbols, each one you can designate an area, a file, a folder that you want something to be sent to. And then on each page, it's hard to see. So I don't know that you'll be able to see this. Let's see. Can you see on the bottom really lightly? I know it's a little blurred. Sorry, I don't think I can get that in any better. It's kind of hard to see, but on the bottom of each page, right down here, very faintly, are each of these symbols. And all you do is you write all over your page, and then you cross out the symbol where you want your folder or your file to go to, your paper to go to. You scan it in the app, bam, it automatically goes to wherever you had assigned it. You set that all up in the app. So I hope that makes sense. So that's what this is. So the different templates in the Fusion, and it's the same in the executive size as it is in the letter size. You have a project task one. You have a 2-week calendar if you want to use this as like a planner. You could use it in a number of different ways. They have the monthly one. They have what they call and I think this is a thing, I just don't know about it. So I think many of you might know of this because they talk about it like I should know what it is. And I don't, but it's OKAR or OKAR maybe. I don't know how they say it, but it's objectives, key results, action plan, and reflections. So that's another template they have. And then the last one is like ideas. If you want, I love this one for just when my brain is like, oh, I could do this and this and this and this and this and this. And it's like, boom, 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 boom. Because when it gets going, it just goes. I can write all those ideas down here. If I have ideas for paintings or for classes or things that I want to look up, classes I want to take, things I want to learn, I can just start jotting them all here. All right, and then you have line grids. I guess they're not line grids. It's dot grids. Dot grids, that's what they are. Dot grids, like what you would see in the bullet journaling. So there's a couple pages of those, several pages of those, quite a few pages of those, even more of those. And then you've got lined paper. And it looks like I have another grid one in there, a dot grid. I think that might be in the wrong place, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter. And then I thought that this had some blank ones, but I guess this one doesn't. So this particular one has lined pages and dot grids. So it's very useful, very flexible in how you use it. Now here's something cool. I have not done this yet because I have not been able to commit to what templates I might like, but let's say that you want like a goal sheet, GOAL. You want something for goals. You can actually use a Sharpie on here to make your own template. Now, if you do that, just know that once you do that, it's there forever and ever. It is permanently there. So what that means is when you go to write with your special friction pen, I'll talk about these in a minute, you can write whatever you want. When you go to erase it, that template stays on there. The Sharpie stays on, but your friction pen comes off. So it's just like one of these. So that's kind of cool. So that's the layout of this. Like I said, this one is pretty much the same. Projects, it's just bigger. Days of the week, the month. So it's got a 1 month layout. It's got your OKAR. If I want to sound like I know what I'm talking about, I don't. It's got your idea page, and then you've got your grids and your line paper going through here. Yep, just lined in grids. And it's actually quite a few. I don't remember how many pages, but it's a lot. Like you can get through a lot. And I'll show you in a minute how to erase and how to use that. So it's just kind of cool. One of the hacks that I'm using is I'm putting tabs in the areas that I want to be able to get to quickly. So that's one way that you can hack yours. But Now, I know I'm talking a lot about it and I haven't even showed you the magic of it. So let me show you that real quick. Here's the thing with these. You have to use a friction pen or a friction highlighter or a friction fine liner. So here's the highlighter, fine liner, and pens. So it's got to be one of these. You can't use a regular, well, you can use whatever you want in it, but in order for it to erase, in order for it to be reusable, you definitely absolutely have to use the friction brand to do it. Apparently there's off brands and stuff. I haven't tried them because I spend enough money on these. They're, they're not cheap. They're not expensive, but they're not cheap. That I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to use the brand name. They're not that much. And it will come with one, by the way. When you buy it, you should get a black one and you'll get one of the microfiber cloths for erasing. So you'll be good to go. So here's how this works. I'm going to open this up. Doesn't matter which one I use. And let's say that I am working on, well, right now I am working on, so it looks like this is set so you could do different projects in here. My brain doesn't really work like that. So I'm going to do this as one project, right? So I'm doing a butterfly mixed media tag book right now. I can't wait to share that with you all, by the way. It is going to be so cool. I'm in the middle of it as we speak. Well, not as we speak, but as we speak. All right. So I know the different tasks that I need. I need to gather my supplies. I need to paint backgrounds. Cut out words. What else would I need to do with this? Take pictures when I'm done. Put book together. I need to do a thumbnail for my YouTube video that I do of it. We'll just say that's enough for right now. So I'm sure there would be plenty more to that. Let me bring this down a little bit further so you can get a little closer to it. Okay, so I have all these different things that I am going to want to do in relation to this. So what I would do on this end, on this side personally, is I would do like I would number them. So I need that, take pictures. Okay, so let's just say that's my order. Now I can look and I can do when is this due. I can put my due dates there. Let's see, today is the 28th? No, 26th. And let's do this. We want to do on the 27th, and this could be the 27th. And this could be, this will take a little bit of time to do all this. So let's go ahead and we'll say that this is going to be due by the 30th. Let's just say that. I don't know that that's true. Don't hold me to that, but sometime around there. And then we'll take pictures right after that. So those are by the 30th. And then let's just say by the 1st. Oh, what happened? Oh, I'm back. Sometimes it cuts out. I'm not sure why. And by May 1st, I want to have that thumbnail done for my video. Okay. And then you just go through how much time is it going to take, 20 minutes. This will be like an hour. This will be about 30 minutes. This will be about 15. Well, let's say 30 with editing and everything. I'm going to give myself 30 minutes for this. Probably won't take that much time. And then this should only take me about 10 minutes. Okay. And then as I do it, I can just mark them off, right? as I get them done. I can put notes down here. If there's anything specific, like groups I want to share it to or whatever, I can put my notes here. So you can see you can do all kinds of stuff with this. Obviously, use it as you want. I really just want to show you how this works. Now, this needs to dry before you close it, or it will transfer to the other page. But once this is dry, I'll show you when that's already dry. It's on there until you take it off, which is pretty cool. I've got several pages in here. Okay, like this is one. I had a meeting with my co-leader for Girl Scouts, and so this is what we had planned out. Now, I've already scanned it, so I put a line through it, so I know this is already scanned into my folder and put in my calendar. So I don't need this page anymore. Here's where it gets cool, y'all. This is so cool. By the way, if you're listening, let me know in the comments. I would love to know if you are there, if you can hear me, all of that stuff. Just let me know. Say hi in the comments. Let me know if you're around. If you have questions on it, definitely let me know. Even if you're watching it on replay, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Or if you use a Rocketbook, I would love to hear. All right, so this you can see is permanent. It's not going anywhere. This has been on there for a little bit. Okay, it's not coming off. So I can close this up. I can walk around with it, whatever, and it's not going anywhere. But when I'm ready to get rid of it, I've already scanned it. I don't need it anymore. Oh, you can see down here. Can you see my little X there? So that was where I scanned it to. Now all I do is take my microfiber cloth. I love this, you guys. And it magically comes up. Now this has been on there for a little bit, so it might take me a hot minute to get it off. Not too bad. Yeah, and that's from that side. And that's it, y'all. It just wipes right off. How cool is that? And now it's all ready for me to reuse. And then what you're seeing underneath is my other page. So look at that. It's nice and clean. Bam. Wipes right off. Again, this was from a pillowcase that I did. I've already scanned it in. It's not going anywhere until I spray a little water on it and wipe it off. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? And this does have, I don't remember what the technology is called. It's got a fancy name, but basically it can recognize my writing. And when I scan it, it will also scan it. If it's not a drawing, it will scan it in as text, not just my handwriting. So I'll have an actual picture of this, a scan of what I hand wrote out. And then in that same file, it will have the text where it's all written out, which is really kind of cool. Okay. Pretty awesome, right? I love the Rocketbooks. I love, love, love them. And it's kind of cool because like as artists, you know, we're often doodling or we're very visual in our learning. So we're often like doing doodles or we come up with an idea for a painting and maybe we want to get a sketch of it down. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I want to do maybe a flower pot. I just did this one. So just it's fresh in my mind. So I've got a flower pot. And then I've got some flowers in it. So this is often how my paintings start. They'll just be a very rough sketch, you know, just to get an idea, and then I flesh them out later. Well, what I can do then, I've got it on here. I don't need to waste a piece of paper that I'm not going to be able to find anyway. So then I just write it down. I mark off where I want it to go, which of my files that are already assigned I want it to go. I take my phone. Oh, I can't show you because it's hooked in right now, but my phone has an app. I literally open the app, put it over, scan, bam. It shoots it right to where I need to go. So cool, y'all. So cool. So there's so many ways you can use this for yourself, for your personal, for your business. I love it. I love it for note taking. I don't know if I showed you my notes. I've got lots of notes in here. I need to get these scanned in. That one's already been scanned. So some are scanned, some aren't. I'm still working on how this makes the most sense for me to use. Right now, I'm primarily using it for sketches and for note taking for my different meetings and classes and courses that I'm taking, and also for ideas. I've got a little mind chart. Let's see. Where is it? I've got a little mind chart I'm working on, mind map I'm working on for some content. So yeah, I love that. This is the big one. This is the little one. And then as you saw, we just mark where we want it to go to. I scan it with my phone. It goes automatically to where I want it to. And then I can just erase it. You guys saw me write that out. And now you're going to see it just disappear. How amazing. I love these things. Oh my gosh. This has been life-changing. Like, I do not know how I missed this. Apparently, they've been out for many years. And a friend of mine told me about it. And like, at first I was like, why would I need that? That seems like, what do I need that for? And then she was showing me and I tried it and I was hooked. I know a lot of people ask, but how is it to write on? Y'all, I love writing on this. It's like writing on paper, but even smoother. It is amazing. I love it. And then, like I said, they do have the highlighters. And they do have also these fine liners if you want to add any color to your notes or you like writing with this instead. And once these dry, they'll stay on just like the pens do, exactly like the pens. You wipe it, bam, it's done. They take a little bit to dry, but once it's dry, it'll stay on. All right. So that's the Fusion notebooks. These are the ones I use kind of for every day for just note taking on different things. Now, I am currently trying out, and the verdict is still out on this. I am a planner girl. I love my planner. You know what? I'm going to do a separate video on this because this video is already 22 minutes long. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one aside. As I thought about it, I'm going to have this first video be just about the Fusion that I just showed you, the Fusion, Rocketbook Fusion. Trying to think if I missed anything on it, but I don't think so. I think I covered it all. So I hope this is helpful for you. I hope that if you're thinking about one, it inspires you to give it a try. I am absolutely hooked and obsessed with them. They work so well. I use them with my Google Drive. I use them with Trello. I use them with my computer hard drive with folders on my computer. I use them with my email, Good Notes. I think that's everything. So I have Google Drive, Good Notes, Trello, my computer, and my email is where I have different files set up that I can send my notes to or anything I have in here. So it's kind of cool. Like, depending on what it is, I just send it where I need it to go, and then it's there when I need to use it. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this inspires you, not just in your art, but in your life, because I just think it's helpful to have these little gadgets and gizmos and things to help us out when our brain is like, because I know I'm not the only one. We have a lot of ideas, a lot going on. We're busy women. We are always go, 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 go. And it's nice to, when you can find something like this that helps you to stay organized and helps you to keep on track of things. So if you are inspired to use this, let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions at all, like I said, I'm not an expert. I've only had mine for a couple of weeks, but I was so excited to share it with you because I had people asking me about it in one of my videos. So I wanted to share and hopefully inspire you to give it a try, see what you think. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please like or subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being part of Inner Journey Studios community, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.